today to celebrate and to acknowledge the milestones that the Pebec has championed in Nigeria and look forward to much more progress for Nigeria's business community. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen who are just joining in from different parts of the world, my name is Temi Kokwola, and today I'm on the green carpet of Pebec at 5, here to listen to different stakeholders, listen to how they are partnering with Pebec to make it easy to do business in Nigeria. And so I'll be turning over to my guest on the green carpet. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you, sir. Please, do you mind introducing yourself?
I'm Rabi Suleiman Bichi from Kano State. I'm the focal person for this Pebec, and we are here to celebrate the 5 years anniversary. And I'm the reform champion in Kano for the ease of doing business. His Excellency, the Governor of Kano State, has given all support for this presidential initiative to ensure that all the accelerators for ease of doing business are implemented in Kano. And I'm sure for over the period of 5 years, Kano has performed wonderfully well. People have accepted these reforms, and especially from the government MDAs, everybody has queued into the line, and we have progressively eased all obstacles, impediments that come along with problems of setting up a business in Kano, especially in the areas of land registration, information about internal revenue, building plan approvals, and enabling environment in terms of legal provisions, especially some of the laws that inhibit quickly to register ease of doing business. So we have done, surprisingly, we have done a lot. We have done wonderfully well. His Excellency, the Governor, has given a lot of support. And I think during the last review, Kano was among the, I would say, the unit in the country, from the bottom to the top. Yes. So we are very grateful for this initiative by Mr. President. And that's why when you go to Kano now, you see that everybody is moving into Kano. Kano is full to the brim. Everybody is coming in, whatever. In fact, he has set up a one-stop shop. Anybody who wants to set up business doesn't have to go from office to office looking for information. You can log in online. Whatever you need, whatever you want, you can see it there. And it's easy for you. Just with the press of a button, you register your business, and whatever information you want, payment, approvals, you will all get it online.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Now, you've spoken about how Kano State is driving the ease of business subnational agenda. I'd like to know about you. What motivates you as a person? Because you are one of the reform champions. What motivates you?
Yes, you see, I will say, let me give you a little background. I was a former SSG in Kano. I was one time Managing Director, Urban Development Bank of Nigeria. That shows I'm in the business cycle and also in the administrative cycle. And our concern, especially His Excellency the Governor, is to bring development and quick access to information. And this is what I've been doing all along. And I also feel that I should be able to drive this very well by telling people what we do and also making it easier because of the position I have found myself previously and now. So currently I'm apart from being the reform champion, I'm also the Executive Chairman, Policy Strategy, Implementation and Evaluation Directorate in Governor's Office. So this job requires that whatever is going to have, all policies in Kano, I must see to the implementation of those policies. And Kano is is a commercial center of the north. In fact, the commercial center of some West African countries. So it just falls in place that we should be able to make it easy for anybody who wants to set up a business in the state to make him do so. So I have that passion. I have that drive, and especially with the way I see the president has put more emphasis on this, and is very passionate about this as well. So we just queued up, and that responsibility now fall on me. So I feel I should do my best to do that. We get this thing done.
Thank you so much, Alhaji, for sharing with us. Thank you very much. We truly appreciate you. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are joining in, I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to Pebec at 5. And we'd love you to connect with us on social media, on Instagram, on Facebook, on on LinkedIn. Yes, LinkedIn, that's very important. On all our social media handles, our name, on all our social media profiles, our name is Business Made Easy NG. So you can connect with us on Business Made Easy NG. Just click on Business Made Easy NG and you can easily connect with us on social media. And so I'll take a next guest to talk about the work that Pebec is doing. Pebec at 5. Wow, it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 years. And today we are looking back to some of the milestones that have been achieved and looking forward to even much more progress. Hello, ma'am. You're welcome. Please come. Good evening, ma'am.
Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
How are you? My name is Mrs. Shonubi Adenike.
Okay.
Kudrat. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm from Lagos State.
Okay.
I'm the secretary to the Small Claims Court Committee. And in 2018, Lagos State deemed fit to ensure that we have in existence the Small Claims Court. It was about the same time that we also put in progress the need to have it, that the Pebec also came on board. So Pebec existence has given guidelines to assist us also in ensuring that certain conditions are actually complied with. And I'm really happy that we have in existence such an organization and system, because it's quite frustrating for someone who is claiming like there's a breach of contract and I want to claim like 5 million and I have to keep going to the court for almost 1 year. I have to pay legal fees and everything. I mean, it's denial of justice. So the only way we can also ensure that we have and we keep development going is to find out where we have the loopholes and ensure we have special ways of tackling it. So we've been able to come on board with 18 courts in Lagos State. And we've been able to comply with the rules when it comes to compliance with time factor. You must deliver the judgment within 60 days. We have on ground specialized trained magistrates who are very, very patient to handle mediation processes and ensure that we get the best. And we thank God that we are also doing good before the World Bank ranking. So Lagos State keeps the flag going, but it's not only for Lagos State. And I believe it should be a healthy competition, even for other states as well. Anybody with your money, anybody with your cash, you should be happy to say, I want to invest. And when there's a breach, you know where to run to without being frustrated. So Pebec has been a success to the system, to the contracts and every other person that is desirous of investing, either from the small claims, from the medium to the larger part. We should give the assurance and confidence that Nigeria is a place we can invest. So I wish Pebec all the best, and I pray that the flag will keep flying, and even to other states as well. It's not only Lagos State. We should all incorporate it. All the states in Nigeria should incorporate it, so that we'll be rated better internationally.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Yes, congratulations to Pebec. And just before I let you go, I'll ask you to give Pebec, I mean, from what you said, I've gleaned that collaboration is truly important, not just, for a council or for a secretariat, but it's important for everyone in the country. And I like how you mentioned that Lagos is driving the subnational ease of doing business reforms agenda. Thank you for sharing that. So I'd like you to give Pebec a big thumbs up, just before you go.
I wish them all the best. And I pray the Lord will continue to bless our Dr. Oduwale, for everything she has been doing to ensure that success is the key word. May the Lord continue to grant her long life and bless the committee as a whole. May the Lord bless our president, bless our vice president, and give them all the wisdom and the courage to keep pushing Nigeria forward to a successful place in life. And may the Lord bless you as well.
Amen. Thank you very much, ma'am, and enjoy the rest of the event. Thank you. Here on the green carpet of Pebec at 5, listening to different people who are here to celebrate, people who have partnered with Pebec at different levels to ensure that business can be done easier in Nigeria, so that it becomes easy to begin and to grow businesses in Nigeria. Now, I don't just want to hear from people who are joining in physically. I would love to hear from you who is joining in virtually. Please, in the chat room, say hello. tell us your name, tell us where you're joining in from, and leave a message. We'd love to connect with our online audience because our online audience is so much bigger than this physical audience. So we'd love to hear from you. Everyone is important and your voice is important. After all, it's our business community. It's our business environment. So I'm going on to the next person. Hello, sir, and good evening.
My name is Hanif Sanusi Yusuf, representing Kano State Judiciary, as I'm the administrative magistrate on small claims. As you know, Judiciary is a stakeholder, an important stakeholder in this on this issue. Yes, and go ahead.
Okay, great. I'm going to ask you, because you talked about small claims, and I know that Kano State has a small claims court that allows people who have undisputed issues of about 5 million naira, if I'm correct,
yes,
to just go to the court instead of flooding the general high court and instead of flooding the rest of the courts, and just make it easier so that justice can be attained much easily. So I'd ask you, what are some of the other things that you think as successes that Kano State has been implementing in this ease of business reforms journey? What are some of the other successes? And I'd also like you to speak much more about these small claims and just talk more about some of the milestones that you're proud of.
Yes. Well, Judiciary is my constituency, so I'll speak about the Judiciary. The reforms is there is, as you know, the establishment of the small claims courts. We have 5 courts in Kano, and one good thing about it is that small claims court is a people-friendly court. You don't necessarily need a lawyer for you to, and as conservative as a Kano environment is, people have welcomed small claims, especially business community, and it has greatly impacted in ease of doing business. It has helped small businesses greatly. It is easy now within under 60 days for one to institute an action and get judgment within 60 days. Unlike what is obtainable in a normal court. Yes, this is and one good thing, and I wish to also express, is that now cases that were contractual in nature, which previously people used to take to a police station, which we all know that it is not a debt recovery institution, are now coming back to small claims court because of the establishment of the court. So this is also an achievement on the part of Pebec and the Judiciary as well.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. And just final words before you go. Now we'll take a break and we'll be back.
Okay, you're not seeing it. Yes. Sorry, I want to type this thing. It's not going to take.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Please, sir, what's your name, sir?
Lawal Ibrahim Mibata
Okay.
from Corporate Affairs Commission.
Oh, Corporate Affairs Commission, CSC, great, very important interview. No, that's not all. We need more. And please, can you ask Ayokunu? Do you know where Ayokunu is? No. Can you find him? And I think Dr. J has walked in. I'm coming. I'm coming. Please. I'm going to find the convener.
Sir, please wait a minute. Do hold on. Sorry, sir.
No problem.
They are in. They are taking people.
To whom the journey of the last 5 years would have been less remarkable. Well, thank you not just for gracing this occasion and responding to our invitation, but for believing in us, for your kind support, your consistent feedback, and for championing the ease of doing business cause in these very trying times. The other different thing about giving a vote of thanks at this time is that it is often handled by a recognizable, or at least a known face. A more recognizable face, particularly for a high-profile event as this. But again, this only speaks to the very nature of the business climate reforms undertaken by the Presidential Enabling Business Development Council in the last 5 years. For the many young entrepreneurs that have successfully registered their business from the comfort of their homes, or the businesses that have secured business visa through the Visa on Arrival program at very short notices, or for the MSMEs that have been able to secure judgment within 60 days at the small claims courts in Lagos and Kano, we say a very big thank you. Now to the part that really, really concerns me, on a very personal note. Ladies and gentlemen, I am privileged to stand before you here today because the Pebec threw open its doors, a competition, I should say, in June of 2017. There was a coding competition and an advert was released, and I entered for the advert and I participated in the coding competition, and that was how I became one of the team members at the Pebec Secretariat. If not that the Pebec hackathon had happened, and if not that it had been thrown open to young men and women of this country, my dream of serving my country at this level would have remained a pipe dream. This is my story, and indeed the story of many young men and women, and particularly my colleagues at the Pebec Secretariat. Without you, ladies and gentlemen, this would not have been possible. For these, I join many others across our country to say thank you. Eshegon, Mogode, and Imela. Thank you.
To his personal experience, emerging a champion as a Nigerian youth for a coding competition, and, like you said, referencing other colleagues within the team who, due to that opportunity today, have not only come to the place of serving their own dreams, but articulating their dreams to a place of national service. And I believe more than anything else, that is the expression of the magic carpet. You know, the green carpet out there is an expression not just for engaging and having conversations with all of our distinguished guests, But it also represents the fact that just like Aladdin could take off to a world of amazing adventure, engagement, transaction, and eventual repositioning and influence, that is what happens when you're on the right kind of green carpet opportunity. Pebec presented that and has presented much more. Over the last 5 years, that trajectory, as you have heard it, has brought about a sterling intervention, not just for reorganizing and resetting business climate, post-COVID and new normal and whatever other definition of transactional experience you want to give it, but more particularly, one that, as a requiem from COVID, has brought us to a place where we have extraordinary youth entrepreneurs, extraordinary advocates of enterprise in all references and realms of institutional government and participation of non-governmental organizations. It also has been a journey for the champions and a journey for Nigeria. From the place of the MSMEs, it's come to a place of emerging African avatars, innovators, and unicorns. Tonight, the story is one that you will watch not just on these screens, but you will have reverberating and resonating with you from this room as your testimony of the fact that in such a time as this, in our great country, Nigeria, yes, coming into this amazing season of celebrations, there is a lot to celebrate. So settle in, engage, and enjoy these historical clips that tell not just one, but many stories and a plethora of national success. Thank you.
You're welcome to the Business Made Easy Lituation, kicking off of the sub-national tour. We are here to see all of the great things that Pebec has done with regards to making sure that as business owners, things are a lot easier than they were before this committee was set up.
The Pebec was established in July of 2016 by His Excellency Mr. President, and the Vice President was asked to chair this council for the first time, have a strategic systemic intervention on ease of doing business. So our objective this evening is simply to educate those of you that don't yet know about the reforms that were undertaken over the last 3 years, to listen to you and to hear your feedback, even as we go into the next phase and the next level. So we're now co-conspirators in how we deliver the Nigeria of our dreams.
In 2016, I opened my first store after having worked for 1 year in the house. And today, I have over 20 products right now. We create online trainings, physical fairs, where I'm helping all businesses who are scared to come out from their homes. We recently hosted a fair called NBC Trade Fair, where we helped over 90 women, and we made over 100 million in 1 day. And all this was because of people could now pay for their CAC. We had over 3,000 people who told me that they actually registered within 24 hours. Like, everybody is now bringing out their things, and things are working.
It's interesting that people call me a farmer now, but more importantly has been the ability to dream and dream big. And that was what led us to build what is now known as Farm Crowdy. And Farm Crowdy has allowed us to connect small-scale farmers with investors to boost food production in the country. We've built a mobile app that will allow everyone in the room or any person out there to download that app and then start becoming farmers without actually being on the farm. We're quite excited about the fact that over 5 billion naira that has come through our platform to connect these farmers, and this farmer is able to now raise the capital to work on the farm, the technical knowledge to improve the yield from the farm, and market access to sell what they've produced on the farm. This is the story of over 70,000 farmers that we've engaged in 3 years. 25,000 of them that have already received sponsorship from us to do the work on the farm, but 70,000 of them that are now in our pool, ready to work on the farms that we are ready to, that we're pushing across the country.
At one point that I wanted to make about the ease of doing business rankings is that Nigerians don't have it so easy doing business in even some of the countries that have very high rankings. So you don't really see so many Nigerian billionaires in Sweden or Japan, but you see a lot of immigrants able to come here and really thrive. And I think that we should start telling those stories more, because I really think that we're not in control of that narrative. And if we can control that narrative and tell those stories of success, then we'll be able to attract more investment.
Listening to the three dynamic young Nigerians that are doing great things, as a forward-looking government, we also need to use technology. We need to use innovation to be able to drive citizens' access to us, and we being able to also give back to the citizens. So in the month of November, we're also saying that we're going to have a technology innovation conference in which we want very innovative young Nigerians to also be able to look at us and tell us what other innovative ways, what other innovative solutions do we need to bring about to ensure that ease of doing business in Lagos State is not just a lip service, it's something that is real, it's something that they can test, it's something they can drive us with, it's something they can use to measure us, such that when our time ends, we'll probably be able to know that it's been a worthwhile for all of us.
It gives me great pleasure to be here at this Southwest engagement on ease of doing business. It's an extremely important event, especially coming at a time when Nigeria has started to see the result of the reforms instituted by the Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council. Deepening subnational reforms will create economic opportunities and lift millions of Nigerians out of poverty. You can rest assured that Ekiti State will continue to support the work being done by Pebec to achieve the under 70 target for 2023. I thank you all for listening. We are, since we came into office, been looking at that as a major issue because it's a challenge, just as our sister said about road construction to our own office. The same is true of people moving goods from the farmsteads to the market. So we've entered into partnership and we are lucky. We are one of the states that has benefited from what is known as Rural Access to Agricultural Marketing Project. It's a World Bank initiative, and Ekiti probably has the largest number of roads to be constructed under it. We have 1,000 kilometers of rural roads that we will start constructing to make sure that products move from farms to the market, in addition to our old 5-kilometer roads that we do in various local governments.
One of the greatest challenges we face as SMEs in this country is access to funding. And I want to make myself an example. When I finished my master's degree in 2012, I wanted to do something different. I wanted to set up a business. Accessing funds was quite difficult. It was an hilarious task. I approached Bank of Industry. Funny enough, everything looked so easy and seamlessly. I was like, what happened? Bank of Industry has become so easy. They attended to me so easily, so fast. Within a few months, I had the funding. I was wondering what could have happened. At the end of the day, I discovered it was Pebec's work. The interaction between Pebec and Bank of Industry made the access to funding very easy.
I especially want to appreciate the Pebec Council Committee because one of the easiest things I found, just as I said in the clip, the tax payments, it has been very easy. Now, another thing I would like to say is for the company registration, I'm very impressed with the new reforms now because I've had to register some businesses this year, and the speed with which the certificates got rolled out and the business got registered was really impressive. And I'm so proud that it's in my lifetime that this is happening. And honestly, there's a crop of business owners that are tired of waiting for the government to thrust to give us something. We want to be the change. We want to make a change. We are not waiting for government to make things happen. We will make things happen.
On behalf of the good people of our state, Imo, I'm delighted very highly to welcome you all to our beloved state, and indeed the Eastern Heartland, on this occasion of the Southeast Regional Engagement of the Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council. The need for ease of doing business indeed cannot be overemphasized. In an era when governments alone cannot provide all the jobs for its citizens, the least it can do is to provide the necessary enabling environments for our youths to create their own businesses and thrive. I use this opportunity to again reiterate that Imo State is open for business and therefore urge all willing investors to take advantage of the enabling environment we are creating. You have to strike when the iron is hot.
I want to especially thank Pebec for what they are doing. What stands out for me really in what they do is the ease of business registration. It means that we are going to be having on board more SMEs in the private sector, helping drive the growth that we need to achieve economic prosperity, create jobs, and have our place in the community. We appreciate what has been done so far. There's room for more to be done, and we please ask that these things should be done faster to help our economy grow and to be better. Thank you very much.
When I started my business, it was difficult registering it because I have to register. I need to open my account. My account officer was like, you need to open, a business account. I was like, okay, I've not registered. He said, okay, let's go and register. We went to CSC office that was on Port Harcourt Road, and the queue was much. There was a lot of go back, come tomorrow, come next tomorrow. He was like, you know what, just relax, continue baking. I would help you sort it out. And after about 2 weeks thereabouts, he came back with my documents and everything. But with the help of the Pebec reforms, it's easy right now for every startup business to register your business. You can do it online, like you said, in the comfort of your home. You don't need to go through that rigorous process anymore.
I welcome all of you to this event. I commend Mr. President and the efforts in the past 5 years to not only enhance the fundamentals of the Nigerian economy, but for also putting in place the right mechanism to make doing business a lot easier for Nigerians and non-Nigerians alike. Various data have confirmed that is the right step to take. Permit me to also congratulate officials of the Presidential Enabling Business Environment, Pebec, for the giant strides within a short period. I also wish to sincerely thank the Council for Constitutional Power States to host the North Central Regional Stakeholders Forum and Technical Workshop. I welcome you all once again to this important event, and I hereby declare it open while wishing you fruitful celebration. Thank you. God bless you.
I want to commend Pebec, even though, I'm one of the ones who use the report.gov.ng. And that's because we started our business way before Pebec came, so we can't use online. So the only thing we can use is to report. But I love report.gov.ng. I will continue to use it, but I must also commend the MDAs. I think the relationships is improving, and it will continue to improve. I think it's important that we all realize that our relationship with government cannot be adversarial. If it's adversarial, then we're not going anywhere. So thank you again, and congratulations.
I started my business way before registration started online. It was a tug of war. I had to change the name of my business twice before I could get my certificate after a year and a half. Right after that, the online thing started. Well, I couldn't cry. I have a friend currently that left his fashion business to start registering people online. And he does more than 10 registrations in a month. It's been exceptionally easy, thanks to Pebec. And then tax payment. Oh God, tax payment is really, it's something I don't like to do. They just come to my studio, give me this, and that is it. I pay, I don't know who I'm paying to, I don't know nothing. But now when they come, I just show them gladly my receipt, I've paid. So don't worry. So it's really a nice reform.
We have been collaborating with the Enabling Business Environment Secretariat to implement the reforms agenda of the Council. Over the last 3 reform cycles, significant progress has been made in the state to remove the bureaucratic bottlenecks and constraints among the relevant ministries, departments, and agencies, and reduce the cost, time, and number of procedures involved in doing business in the sub-national level. His Excellency the Executive Governor recently approved the establishment of the State Ease of Doing Business structure, the One-Stop Investment Committee. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the tax ahead are daunting, but we are on the course to make Akwa Ibom State a progressively better place to do business.
I come from Edo State, even though I was born and bred in River State. And now I want to go into manufacturing, and I'm going to situate my plant in Edo State. Why? Because the state government is committed to industrialization. They've established industrial parks. They're looking into the situation of power. They're giving skill acquisitions opportunities to young people. They're focusing on job creation. They're focusing on technology use and making it available. I heard a lot of my colleagues here talk about the availability, the accessibility to data, to technology, to ICT, and they're creating hubs that will enable this. So I'm challenging the state government to say, look at what you can do in terms of keying into the mandate of Pebec, in terms of seeing how you can remove the double taxation. It's the same situation even in River State. If you're an SME, we did a review and we saw that as an SME, there are over 52 different levies that you're required to pay. There's no business that will succeed, that will be sustainable, or that will thrive with those sort of conditions.
I'm sure many of you are aware that this government has done a lot and is continuing to do a lot in trying to provide access to credit for MSMEs. Recently, the Federal Executive Council approved for the BOI to access 500 million euro credit for disbursement to MSMEs. And it was brought to attention of Council at the time that 84% of new jobs are created by MSMEs. And so that is why government is desirous of seeing to it that funds are made available to MSMEs. I know many of you will say it's one thing for the BOI to have the money, it's another thing for you to actually get access to it because of the criteria that they put before you. Rest assured, our ministry is looking at that.
The FCT administration, in collaboration with UNICEF and UNIDO, had what we call the 1,000 jobs, 1,000 trainers program on ICT. And I think we did about 400 for the AMAC and Buhari Area Council, and the remaining balance for Kuje and Abaji. And it was centered more on trying to teach our youth, both girls and boys, or maybe men and women, to be able to assemble computers and also be able to repair phones, especially the ones that are basically working offices. So as we try to encourage and develop people, I think we are also focusing on that.
distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we bid you a very warm welcome to the Pebec Awards 2020.
Tonight we celebrate the men and women who have worked tirelessly to make these Pebec reforms a reality, a legacy project for the Buhari administration.
I think Pebec's initiative and reforms have been so impactful, and they've given all the necessary support to the MSME community, and it's been extremely successful.
We've enjoyed working with Pebec, we've seen results, and we're hopeful that we will see more.
I'm very delighted to be here for the third edition of the annual Pebec Awards. It's important to applaud all these efforts and show that indeed there is gold in our green.
A round of applause, please. Let's appreciate and celebrate all of those amazing milestones that we have seen here articulated in that serial production of the 5 years of Pebec. Business made easy, and the principal driver being, of course, all of the institutional representations, partners, friends, enablers, and dare I say economic environmentalists that have, in every sense of engagement, delivered not just a promise, but a legacy. We're celebrating legacy, and the real deal in this is that the ease of doing business is not about doing easy business. Clearly, as we have heard from the testimonials of our champion entrepreneurs, innovators, as many as have, as Nigerian youth or women in business or the agripreneur was able to engage through the Pebec initiative, you have found that it has taken a very deliberate process of discipline, of due diligence, and more importantly, of believability, believing in the power to do and keep doing, and sustaining what they're doing in a way in which it engages national enterprise with the aspirations of the greater good, but better than the greater good, the machinery and the engine of national transformation. Today, Pebec at 5 as a celebration really distinguishes the audacity of the Nigerian entrepreneur and the innovator in partnership with the very deliberate intervention of government and this legacy institutional process through the Presidential Enabling Business Environmental Council under the chairmanship of His Excellency the Vice President and Vice Honorable Lai Mohammed. Please let's put our hands together and appreciate him. We also have with us Honorable Minister of State for Budget and National Planning. Please help me appreciate Prince Clem Agba. Thank you very much, and welcome, sir, to your team. Also acknowledging Boss Mustafa, our SGF, and thank you very much. We welcome you. Please, a round of applause. Let's appreciate them. I believe that any moment now, His Excellency will be arriving at the venue. I'd also like to acknowledge the distinguished senator, spokesperson to the Senate, Senator Ajibola Bashiru. Please, a round of applause as we acknowledge him. Already earlier seated was the Honorable Minister of State for Health, the distinguished Senator Olorunibe Mamara. I'm certain that coming in with His Excellency the Vice President, we would have the Honorable Minister of State representing the Honorable Minister who is a chair, who is a vice chair with Mr. VP for Pebec of Industry, Trade and Investment, Ambassador Mariam Yalwaji Katagum. For the rest of the distinguished presence here, once again, we welcome you, members of the Diplomatic Corps, international partners, friends, enablers, ladies and gentlemen, entrepreneurs, welcome. This is Pebec at 5, and it's a first hand, and it has delivered. I'd also like to acknowledge with us the Honorable Nicholas Osai, who is the chair of the Committee of Treaty political protocol and agreement of the House, and he was very principled, along with the Pebec team lead from 2017, for some very, very special interventions that brought about 2 special bills on the secured transaction in movable assets as well as credit reporting. Let's put our hands together for them. Congratulations. I'm certain that today, seated here, this is a very special moment for you, and one, it clearly signifies that what is in the foundation, clearly, when it's done right, will always give the right strength of trajectory going upward and forward. So while we wait, some more of the green carpet interviews and engagements, and along with that, some more of the profiling of Pebec, and of course from the Secretariat EBS, all of more of that story, not just as history, but more importantly, as legacy. Ease of doing business is the ease of doing business right. And representing the Honorable Minister of the FCT is our PermSec FCT. Please help me appreciate and welcome Madam Olushade Adeshola. Please, a round of applause. Help me appreciate, celebrate, and acknowledge the presence of our PS and all of the other unmentioned as yet representations for necessary recognitions and protocols. I'm certain that once I get the names, that will be done accordingly. But over to media and more of that green carpet engagement. Thank you.
Celebrating Pebec at 5. My name is Temi Popola, and today I'm on the green carpet interviewing stakeholders at the Pebec at 5 celebration. I'm here with Leonard. I'm fine, thank you. Great to see you.
Good.
Okay, so quick one. And I'd just really like to know what it was like for you.
A key empirical matrix for our success was to get Nigeria into the World Bank's top 100 ease of doing business rankings by 2020. Over the last 3.5 years, the country has moved progressively upwards on this ranking goal. A total of 39 places up from an abysmal 170th place out of 190 countries in 2015 prior to the Pebec, to 145th position and now 131st position in 2019. We have been twice recognized as one of the top 10 most improved business climates in the world in the past 3 years.
It's clear indication that there are sincere people working proactively to improve the situation.
You know, the fact that we have a team that is focused on making it easier to do business is a great thing.
Government is desirous and is working hard to try to see to it that Nigeria becomes the #1 industrial destination for foreign direct investment. So a lot of work is going on. We are not being complacent. We have a target to meet, and we're working hard to see to it that before 2023, we meet that target.
In conclusion, the prosperity and happiness of our nation depends on us, you and I who are here. We, the public servants. Every time we say, come back next week to someone for something we can do today, we postpone the prosperity of one person, but in reality we postpone the prosperity of so many who would have earned something from that business. I want to urge us to go forward. Let's go forward together as public servants to prove that an African nation, a nation such as ourselves, can be better, not just bigger, but better than any nation, greater than any nation anywhere in the world. Thank you very much.
Not just bigger, but better and defiantly, absolutely greater than any other nation in the world. What it takes is that defiant, deliberate, diligent application to hope, to faith, and to national vision. Once again, another round of applause for Pebec at 5. Celebrating the journey so far, and of course, all of the commemorative milestones. And right now, I'm going to be invited to come up to give us a full profile as a persona brand of this successful expression of Nigeria and indeed Africa's frontline representation with the enabling business environment and its full course and directive from presidential intervention. Dr. Jumoke Oduwole is a foremost administrator of national enterprise, but most importantly, a true representation of leadership in the place of institutional opportunity. Please help me welcome, from Ease of Doing Business, Dr. Jumoke Oduwole for opening remarks. Thank you.
According to Lao Tzu, an ancient Chinese philosopher and writer from the 6th century BC, in chapter 64 of the Tao Te Ching, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a simple step. That saying taught the ancient Chinese that even the longest and most arduous tasks starts at a particular point in time with one first step. This timeless truth could not have been more apt to describe the journey of the Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council. Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and Chair of the Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, SAN, GCON, distinguished senators and members of the House of Representatives of the 9th National Assembly, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation of Nigeria, honorable ministers here present, particularly members of the Pebec, permanent secretaries and heads of agencies at the federal and state level. They are indefatigable reform champions. Special advisors and other colleagues from the Office of the Vice President, private sector, organized private sector, micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises, Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps and development partners here present, the hardworking members of the Enabling Business Environment Secretariat, and members of the media here with us this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. When attempting to drive economic reform, governments often see their efforts first in the broad strokes of infrastructure, human capital development, land reform, and often overlook the importance of the delivery of institutional reforms in the public sector, which is in itself a major factor in jump-starting and sustaining economic growth and development. Indeed, the ease of doing business is critical to determining how much progress a national or subnational jurisdiction can make to attract and retain investment. The current administration is the first administration to dedicate a standalone segment of a national development plan to such an intervention under the competitiveness pillar of the Economic Recovery and Growth Plan of 2017 to 2020. Tonight provides a glimpse into the journey of reforms undertaken by the Pebec over the first 5 years working to promote the ease of doing business in Nigeria. When His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari established the Pebec in July 2016, he entrusted this Herculean task to His Excellency the Vice President and 13 key honorable ministers whose portfolios directly impact the business climate in Nigeria. The Secretary to the Federal Government, the Head of Service of the Federation, the Governor of the Central Bank are also members of this council. Very quickly, the council's membership was extended to include key representation from all arms and levels of government, the National Assembly, the Judiciary, state governments, the private sector, and more importantly, our first representation from the local government. Today, as we celebrate the 5th year milestone, it is gratifying to note that the Pebec, with over 160 reforms implemented since its inception, has recorded appreciable progress in the journey to making Nigeria a progressively easier place to start and grow a business. The Council and its Secretariat have enjoyed cordial and productive relations with the Senate, the House of Representatives, the Judiciary at both federal and subnational levels, all kinds and levels of businesses across the private sector, Nigerians in the diaspora, the media, organized private sector, non-governmental organizations, development partners, development financial institutions, as well as Friends of Nigeria and the Diplomatic Corps. Importantly, all businesses operating in Nigeria carry out their economic activities in one of the 36 states across the Federation or in the Federal Capital Territory. It is for this reason that in 2017, the Pebec sought a partnership with the National Economic Council, the NEC, also chaired by His Excellency the Vice President, to replicate the systemized reform model across the country. They got unanimous support from all governors, which has yielded a strong and productive collaboration with state governments. Key reform tools used by the Council include an internationally recognized homegrown tool of 60-day National Action Plan accelerators. So far, there have been 6 successful iterations since 2016. The very first economic order of this administration, Executive Order 001, on the promotion of transparency and efficiency in public service delivery, was signed in May of 2017. This later birthed our feedback mechanism and portal, report.gov.ng, which can be downloaded from Google Play or from the Apple Store, and can be used for both complaints and commendations. Key reforms. Over the years, we've been working on improving entry and exit of people into the introduction of automation, of electronic visa on arrival processes for business travelers, strengthening legal frameworks with 3 important legislations, including the repeal and reenactment of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020 after a 30-year hiatus, automation of company incorporation process, among other reforms. These reforms were reflected in Nigeria moving up 39 places in the World Bank's Doing Business flagship report, and being twice named as a top 10 reformer globally in a 3-year period, as well as higher scores recorded by states in the 2018 World Bank Subnational Doing Business report on Nigeria. But tonight is not one for long speeches. Your Excellency, with your kind permission, I would like to celebrate the visionary leadership of the Council, both past and present members. But the Pebec has never worked alone. I would like to ask the following groups of persons to please stand up for recognition, whether physically present or watching virtually. Reform leaders and civil servants working in the Enabling Business Environment Secretariat. Please stand for recognition. These are mainly young Nigerians that have powered the Transformation Office. Excuse my bias with starting with my team. Reform champions from federal and state MDAs, public and civil servants who have partnered with us on this journey to implement the reforms. Please stand. Without them, there will be no Pebec. They have been harassed by very young members of the IBIS team and have collaborated with grace and poise. As I often say, these reforms are yours. Our private sector World Bank respondents, these are private sector Nigerians that fill the forms that got us recognized empirically outside the country. Our MSME complainants, they complain a lot, and it is from there that we understand where the shoe is pinching. Please stand up at home for recognition. I know many of you are joining us online. I'd like to thank our permanent secretaries and heads of agencies. They get a lot of, they also take a lot of. We also have a number of volunteers, Your Excellency, who have partnered with us, have helped train respondents, have helped train public servants as well for these reforms. We're really grateful to you. They've done it pro bono to support their country. And we've also had financiers, people that have paid for things, that have paid for to you today. This celebration is yours. It's all of yours. And we'd like that we all know to do business baseline survey, which we had the field work carried out by KPMG, and some of them are in the room today. Also important work that the Council did earlier this year was to undertake a cost of compliance pilot survey with Lagos and the FCT. And this was to really identify where the regulatory pain of cost of actual meeting regulatory challenges was affecting small and medium-sized enterprises the most. The tracking and the consequence management has made the Pebec's mandate, the implementation of the Pebec's mandate, empirical and rigorous, and that's part of what will be launched here today. As we celebrate this important milestone, we are mindful of the fact that we'll continue to work on this cutthroat competition to get capital into the country. Nigeria cannot afford to be on the back foot. As we know, investors are unlikely to invest their scarce resources where the cost of production is high and where it's not competitive enough. We therefore seize this momentous milestone to renew the commitment of the Pebec through its secretariat to deepen these reforms for more tangible impact in the lives of our fellow citizens and investors, particularly with the advent of the African Continental Free Trade Area. Tonight's performance is based on real encounters, complaints and commendations that have come to the Council through the Secretariat from the public and private sector alike, depicting the importance of cutting red tape that businesses and investors face in dealing with public and private sector in Nigeria today. Looking ahead, we believe the future is assured and that what Pebec is doing will sustain the reforms. The challenge is to institutionalize the reforms, and that is a collective one because it's a one Nigerian economy. Once again, I congratulate the Pebec, the chair, on this 5th milestone anniversary and all the members of the council. And I thank His Excellency for the confidence he has reposed in me since the ideation stage of this intervention and the free hand that he has given young Nigerians. You can see how young the Pebec Secretariat team is. The free hand that he has given young Nigerians and the political capital that he has brought to bear in the furtherance of this intervention. And that has been the same with the honorable ministers taking the cue from His Excellency. We can be quite a troublesome bunch, but they continue to support us. It has indeed been a singular honor and my privilege to serve in this capacity. With that, Your Excellency, I just take permission to bow out now. And as Peter Drucker famously said, the best way to predict the future is to create it. So with that, huge congratulations to Pebec on this 5th year anniversary milestone. Thank you and good evening.
Well, huge congratulations and applause for Dr. Jumoke Adole. Please, let's really make it a robust celebration at 5. Applause for Pebec and our Pebec team lead in all of that which she has shared right now. Like she said, it all started with one simple first step. And it has produced a very strong, productive collaborations, accelerators, success interns, and of course, the collateralized package of grace and poise, which is simply humility in service. We're called to serve and called to deliver to the full hilt. Once again, I'd like to acknowledge properly the presence of the representative, the Honorable Minister of the FCT, in the person of PermSec FCT, Mr. Adeshola Olushade. Please, a round of applause, please. We acknowledge your presence here once again. And having said that, now for a short presentation of the 5-year Empirical Impact Assessment Book and Commemorative Coffee Table Book, I'd like to invite to please come up the representative of the Vice Chair of the Pebec, that's the Honorable Minister for Industry, Trade and Investment, in the person of the Honorable Minister of State, Ambassador Mariam Yalwaji Katagum. Please let's welcome her as she comes up, the Honorable Minister of State for Industry, Trade and Investment, as she comes to do the profiling of this short presentation on 5 years of empirical impact, facts, figures, and futuristic vision. Thank you.
Professor Yemi Oshibanjo, GCON, distinguished and honorable members of the National Assembly here present, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Mr. Boss Mustafa, honorable ministers present, and here specifically we have the Honorable Minister of Information and Culture, the Honorable Minister of State, Budget and National Planning, the Honorable Minister of State for Health, permanent secretaries here present, members of the Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council, Pebec, the Deputy Chief of Staff, Mr. Ade Ipaye, the Special Advisor to the President on Ease of Doing Business, and members of her Secretariat, other special advisors, special assistants, members of the Diplomatic Corps, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you all. It is my honor and pleasure to present the 5-year Empirical Impact Assessment book and Commemorative Coffee Table book at this special occasion, marking the 5th year anniversary of the Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council, Pebec. This is in keeping faith with the tradition of Pebec in documenting its activities and to employ fact-based metrics to measure the impact of its reforms. Your Excellency, the Empirical Impact Assessment was commissioned to assess the impact of reforms outlined in our national action plans, including all regulatory, legislative, judicial, subnational reform interventions, as well as the implementation of Executive Order 001, which was the very first executive order of this administration. The timing of this second empirical audit of our reforms is at an opportune moment for stock-taking as Pebec marks its 5th year milestone. The Commemorative Coffee Table book is an attempt to journal important milestones recorded in the implementation of the ease of doing business reforms, in the implementation of the ease of doing business reforms in Nigeria. It is expected that the Coffee Table book will serve as a legacy publication in an effort to preserve the reform strides undertaken for posterity and to encourage those coming after us that with purposeful leadership, we can achieve great feats. I therefore have the honor and singular privilege to invite His Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Professor Yomi Oshibajo, SAN, GCON, and other members of the Pebec Council to unveil the 5-year empirical impact study and the commemorative coffee table book. Your Excellency, sir.
We can take another round of applause, please, from everyone in the room. Let's celebrate. That is the official presentation of the book, the empirical statement of facts, of the figures, and the experiential collateral of 5 years of Pebec. And with that unveiling, please, another round of applause for all of their excellencies. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Thank you. His Excellency the Vice President, even as all of the distinguished presidents shall be returning to their seats, I understand will be taking his speech and goodwill. Your Excellency. Mr. Vice President, yes. Please, let's put our hands together and receive His Excellency the Vice President, Chair of Pebec, as he comes up stage again, and this time to give us the speech as well as his own clear interventions as the principal chief driver of Pebec Council. Thank you. A round of applause for His Excellency. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Please sit. Thank you. The Chairman, Senate Committee on Media and Public Affairs, Distinguished Senator Ajibola Bashiru, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Mr. Boss Mustafa, the Honorable Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, the Honorable Minister of State for Health, Senator Mamora, the Honorable Minister of State, Industry, Trade and Investment, Ambassador Mariam Katagu, the Honorable Minister of State, Budget and National Planning, Prince Clem Agba, the Special Advisor to the President on Ease of Doing Business, Dr. Jumoke Oduwole, Special Advisor to the President on Social Investment Programs, Mrs. Mariam Owais, members of the Diplomatic Corps present, heads of federal government agencies and parastatals present, distinguished Pebec partners and the Pebec team, captains of industry, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's a real pleasure to join you today to celebrate 5 years of Pebec, an initiative which, as you've heard, the President established in 2016 to solve a malignant problem, the problem of a business and trading environment that many agreed was hostile and difficult for local and foreign investors alike. So the long and short of the mandate of Pebec was simply to find ways of changing the growing reputation of Nigeria as a challenging business environment. How were we to do that? It seemed quite simple, to remove the bottlenecks and obstacles and to seek to change the orientation of regulatory authorities and public servants who interface with businesses seeking government licenses, approvals, and other regulatory requirements. It was always going to be a difficult task, and I think Dr. Oduwole already alluded to most of those initial challenges. The public service and government agencies, of course, are notoriously settled in their ways, and generally there's never been any sense of urgency in processing licenses and approvals. The attitude, of course, ties well with the systemic corruption and abuses that follow when public officials have a discretion in terms of the time it takes to issue approvals and who gets approvals, and also where the accountability framework is weak. So interfaces with the public almost always are opportunities for rent-seeking, such that it had become the case that business owners had to engage consultants who helped in navigating the deliberate roadblocks for a fee. Similarly, simple processes such as arrival and departures at our airports, passing through land borders, import and export processes, were also difficult experiences for users of those services. So the main implication of that situation was the effect on the economy. A difficult business environment simply means fewer investors, whether they be local or foreign investors, and fewer jobs and fewer opportunities. So this was the task that the President gave us at the inception of Pebec. Unfortunately for us, we had a smart, energetic, and visionary team of young people who you've seen already, who stood up a few minutes ago, led by Dr. Jumoke Oduwole, who with this team and also of public and private sector members designed the series of reform initiatives and now internationally recognized national action plans, the 60-day accelerators designed to coordinate the effective delivery of priority reforms in select MDAs every year. At the federal level, the Pebec Secretariat also actively supports 15 priority public-facing agencies, and they also track 55 MDAs on the implementation of Executive Order 001 on transparency and efficiency of public service delivery and the Council's feedback mechanisms, which is the report.gov.ng. Importantly also, we had the collaboration of several reform-minded heads of MDAs, many of who you saw standing a few moments ago as well, who were instrumental in the development and implementation of the plans. But most notable is the sustained collaboration across all arms and levels of government, including the National Assembly, the Judiciary, and all subnational governments through a partnership that we try to foster at the National Economic Council. In 2020, the work of Pebec was further cascaded to the EBS to include local governments, with the Abuja Municipal Area Council, AMAC, serving as a pilot. And I think the results have been remarkable. Pebec, since its inception, has achieved the delivery of 150 reforms and completed reforms and 6 national action plans, the 60-day Accelerator plan. As a result, Nigeria has moved, as we've heard, an aggregate of 39 places on the World Bank Ease of Doing Business Index since 2019. And we were twice named as one of the top most improved economies in the world in the last 3 cycles. And Nigeria has also been named one of the only 2 African countries to make that highly prestigious list in 2019. Similarly, the 2019 Subnational Doing Business Report on Nigeria recorded unprecedented improvement with 100% participation of states in the right of reply exercise. The World Economic Forum, in its 2018 Global Competitive Report, also recognized Nigeria's business environment as one of the most entrepreneurial in the world and highlighted Nigeria's improved competitiveness in the enabling business environment space. But we're still very far from achieving our objectives, and I think that has been borne out also in what you've heard earlier this evening. There are several stubborn and malignant problems. There are still serious complaints about import and export delays. Just recently, the agro-export businesses came for a meeting with me, and they've made a strong representation on the difficulties that they're experiencing in the agro-export space in just being able to export their products. There are long waiting periods for product approvals, and we still experience those long waiting periods. Most of the problems come from systemic constraints or agencies and officials sometimes who fail or resist change. But I believe that most of these problems can be solved. These systems work elsewhere, and they certainly can work here. The problem sometimes, as I've said, is systemic. The heads, the heads of MDAs commit to change, but down the line, the system either resists or is simply not well designed to function properly. So we must, in the coming months, work with the agencies to implement a more aggressive accountability audit. And the report that we've just launched is really the first step in that direction, where we identify the specific bottlenecks in the systems, possibly down to the particular desks where these problems arise. We may then come for agencies and officials who have failed or resisted such changes. But the more important thing are the systemic changes that need to take place. Because by and large, most officials in public agencies will want to do their work well and we want to deliver on their assignments. But sometimes the system is so convoluted that no matter what you do, you end up getting the same delays. I think the last few years have proved what is possible if we're hands-on and intentional in making it easy to do business in Nigeria. Unemployment in our country is over 30%. A minimum of 3 million new young people join the job market every year. Our priority as a government is to create jobs. And the biggest job creator, especially in the private sector, of course, is small and medium enterprises. We must ensure that they are not hindered from doing business easily so that they can produce the opportunities that our nation needs. So let me convey the appreciation of Mr. President, President Muhammadu Buhari, to members of the Council, the Pebec team, all MDAs and state governments for the excellent collaboration that has produced the great successes that we've had in the last 5 years. So let us take a moment to relish our accomplishments and leave here tonight renewed and re-energized for the work that lies ahead. Congratulations, everyone, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Your Excellency, thank you very much. We're about to do the cake cutting. Please, a round of applause once again. Let's appreciate. Thank you. Very quickly, we are fast tracking this. The cake is going to be brought up, but we're inviting immediately to come up, please, the members only of the EBS team. The EBS team, thank you very much. Where's the cake? Thank you. So please, we want the EBS team members to please come up. We're going to take a picture. And this is a celebration of all of that investment of great work. A defiant tribe of very strong initiators of national enterprise, waiting for the cake to come up. Here it is. It's 5 years and it's an anniversary and a celebration of strength, sweet things, and a very deliberate batter. The taste of the akara is in the mix itself. So let's put our hands together and welcome the entire EBS team as they come up. The Enabling Business Environment Secretariat, every one of them here, a transformative champion, not just of change, but investments in the cause of national enterprise and an economic, driving a whole new economic environment of unity, faith, peace, and progressive economy. Mr. Ayokuno, are we ready? Yes, we are. Well, I'm going to ask you to keep clapping while you invite your super chair, as well as, of course, the representative of the vice chair to come up and take the picture with you. So please, let's receive now His Excellency the Vice President as the chair of Pebec to take this picture with the team, as well as the presence of the Honorable Minister of State for Industry, Trade and Investment, representing the Vice Chair, to also please come up stage. Just the VP and the Vice Chair. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, the EBS team, you should be clapping and celebrating and welcoming your chair and vice chair. You should be doing it. You should be charting the cause with all of those hoots and a celebration sound of your good work. Very well done. This picture will not be complete without Ayokono. What's that song? Stand up for the champions. Well, let's put our hands together once again for the champions for an amazing delivery of purpose and intentional endeavor. Congratulations to all of the team. Congratulations. I know seated in the audience is also someone who today probably watching this remembers her days and early beginnings. Fumi Lama, celebrating and appreciating you as well for the first footprints for what today we see and celebrate as 5 years of empirical impact, and with all of the reforms and the outstanding innovation, the future is here. What you're about to watch now is an articulated performance, one that translates the story into the energy of all of the creative industry and innovation of how it is that the youth entrepreneur of Nigeria isn't just an entrepreneur, but more than anything else is a vibe. Hashtag, they move, removing every obstacle in the course and direction, the force of their creativity and the production of entrepreneurial results. Classical is one of Nigeria's foremost production, theater, musical agencies of national enterprise. Under the leadership of Ayo Ajayi, a maestro of curating history as well as retelling messages of corporate as well as historical endeavor, today this creative force is the story of ease of business and Pebec, Nigeria. Enjoy, and as you do, let the resonance of the message become the message that resonates as we, from this 5-year celebration, shall be going forward to the next trajectory of things into 2022. Once again, this is a production by The Classical. Executive producers are Ibis and Dr. Jumoke Oduwole. Over to the story.
A land one of a kind, nestled in our dreams. The story of this land is etched in our history. Once upon a time in this land, the village square was the market hub where we all gathered. And trust was the currency with which we bought and we sold. Our history reminds us of a time when men would buy goods without a doubt, and women supplied these goods at the speed of light. Everything was so easy. Of course, this land is Easyland. But one day, a strange civilization swept across Easyland. And everything changed. Trust was no longer the currency with which our people were united, but coins. Coins which were few and sparse. And everyone wanted their hands on them because those who had coins were even more powerful. The ones who brought this civilization would go never ever to return. And in their place rose men and women of greed. Men and women who wanted to feel woke, who would go to any lengths to enrich themselves. They would break rules, create leakages, build obstacles, lay stumbling blocks. Doing no business became brisk business. And slowing down the movement of goods fastened the movement of money into private pockets and foreign accounts. Greed was let loose on the land. All of a sudden, things were no longer easy in Easyland. A time when business was easy to conduct in Easyland faded into distant memory. But you know what? Change is soon to come.
Trying to hold me, I go zoom, zoom, zoom. Don't like your vibe and I go zoom, zoom, zoom. Going up a roof and it go boom, boom, boom. Don't you ever treat me like a bee, boom, boom.
Oh, yo, sharp. Hey. Mr. Shika.
Yes?
Your immunization card is correct. Your bank account is correct. Everything seems to be correct. It's just that there is one thing that is not correct here.
What is it, sir?
Your COVID test results. You might have to pay for a new one.
Oh, no, sir. I already paid and I have done my COVID test. That's my COVID test result and the barcode.
Mr. Man, this COVID test result is wrong and we cannot have this one. Thank you.
Oga, can you just scan the barcode?
No, come and stand here and teach me my job now.
I'm sorry, sir.
Stand here and teach me my job. I say something is wrong.
But, sir, I did the test in one of the test designated centers listed in the portal.
Young man, are we still on this matter of something being wrong or right when I said it is wrong? Hello?
I am sorry, sir, but sir, please, I have a very important business meeting. I am kicking off my import and export business, and I have investors who are willing and ready to invest in this country. If I miss my flight, then it will be goodbye to all the hard work I've put in.
But you should have thought about that before arguing with an officer of over 16 years experience now. Oh yeah, come, let me tell you what to do. But because I want to help you now, man to man,
Yes, sir.
you will have to pay for another COVID test result here and now. But you will not pay to the government account too. I will give you a private account where you can pay the money to.
Private account?
Whoa, what I'm doing for you, I've not done for anybody in my life. Oh, I just want to help you so you will go sharp. Show you yes. You understand, Abi?
Okay, sir, how much?
Show you know how much you pay for COVID test?
Yes.
You will double it for
Double?
Express. But don't shout, yeah. It's something I want to do for you so you can go quick.
Sir, I don't have that kind of amount. I've spent so much on this trip.
Well, by the time you miss your flight, you will have that kind of amount.
What's all this now? What's going on here? Why are you making life so difficult for us? Huh? Sir, I thought that we are supposed to be the ones bringing value to this country. Anytime someone walks into this airport, it's either they are harassed, made to pay bribe, or even made to lie.
My friend, next. Hello.
Excuse me. Please excuse me, sir. What is going on here?
Madam, it's this man. Oh. I submitted my COVID test result to him. He said it's the wrong one without even scanning it.
Oga, why didn't you scan it?
I don't need to scan it to know that it is wrong.
You need to scan it, sir.
Why?
Yes, it's the right thing to do, and it saves all of us on this queue a lot of time. Please.
Sorry, who are you?
Believe me, you do not want to know who I am. Look, the government is working tirelessly to ensure that our entry and exit points remain stress-free. And look at you, strangling that process.
Sorry, please. Can I see you in camera, please? Hey, not you, Mr. Shika. Come, my dear.
You don't need to touch me, sir.
Okay.
You
Social
can
distance,
talk.
Abi.
Yes, please.
Very good. It's like you are new here. Oh. This is the way things are done.
It is wrong.
It's not wrong, Joe. Anything that put extra cash in the pocket is not wrong. Besides, our take home is not enough to take us home. So,
if you are not satisfied with your salary, find another job.
Madam, stop shouting. Now that's why I call you to corner.
Please, can you scan it? There are people waiting.
I will scan it. I will scan it. Shebi is to scan. Madam.
Is it correct or not?
You will not believe. As I put it for machine, say correct.
Imagine.
Maybe not machine fault.
Please give it to me. Thank you very much, madam.
No need to thank me. Thank the government that is working day and night to ensure that you thrive. Please, don't let me keep you. Have a safe flight.
Have a safe flight, yo.
But I think we just finish up that car. I think the gearbox will change it, Okay. And then we're done for the day.
All right, madam.
Where's that apprentice? Lydia,
come.
Let her watch what you're doing,
Hey, done for the day.
Yeah, done for the day.
Like you, madam. Clear road.
Amen. No one walk.
Someone wants to see you.
At this time?
Yes.
Okay, let him come in.
Okay.
Oh, Madam M. Good evening, ladies.
Good evening, sir. I'm afraid I do not know you.
Of course you don't. I'm the man always in the shadows. From there, I look, I see everybody. Oh, yeah. No, this your shop is a really nice place. And to see that the entire operation is run by women is so beautiful.
Thank you very much. It's our dream to have the biggest auto shop run totally by women in Easyland.
And it's not just an auto shop. It's a symbol of hope, courage, and belief that everything is possible.
Everything possible. Bros, see me before. I dey start for road, that's the streets. The servicemen, you understand? But now, I make on do it. I own my life. Put gateway for my dream. See me, Nana. See me. We were the staff for road before the servicemen. I know the service car now for his auto shop. You understand?
So you see, we just want to spread the message of woman power throughout Easyland. Can you imagine a world run by women?
Madam Mayor, you are never wrong. A lofty dream you have here.
Thank you.
But you seem to have forgotten the most important thing. Yes, the sensitive matter on tax, which you have not paid for the year. I'm here to collect it.
So you are from the tax office?
Is it not obvious?
Okay. Well, sir, I have filed my tax returns for the year.
Mba, no, you haven't paid.
Yes, I have.
No, you haven't paid.
Yes, I have.
In my book, you haven't paid now.
In my books, I have. Amina, go into the office. That file that has tax written on it. Bring it. One thing I don't joke with in this office is filing my tax returns on time.
So you are saying that we don't know what we are doing?
She will bring the file.
Let her bring that file. Bring it.
This
shop is good.
Look at.
Oh, Madam Mayor. Hey, you seem to have paid your tax.
I told you now.
But not to us. To the FIRS.
I don't understand. Is it not federal government that is in charge of personal income tax?
Fortunately or unfortunately, the state government also has the power to do so. Me, I'm from SIRS.
You mean what we paid was wrong?
No, in taxation, nothing is wrong or right. All is needed where it is needed, and it is needed now.
Okay, you know what? I don't know. How much do we owe this your SIRS now?
Very good. From my personal evaluation of this your shop, I think the tax value is 4 million naira.
4 million naira?
What is it?
How much do you think we make here?
I don't care about that though.
Okay, look, Oga. What do we do?
Very good. Madam Maid, you have sense. See, it's just that I don't want them to sell this shop.
No, you see my girl.
So here's what is going to happen. I am going to write that your tax value is 100,000 naira, which you will send to the government's account. Then you will write another check of 400,000 naira, which you will send to an account I will give to you.
Okay. But is that right?
That's what? That I'm trying to save you 3.5 million naira. Come on, you better do this thing before my boys come here and scatter here. Or if not, I will give it to my wife, Miracle. My wife is looking for shop.
Don't you think we should do what he said? At least give it a try. So we don't lose this place.
Amina, what did they talk so? Madam, they like that kind of thing. You're supposed to know her by now.
At least make we try him now.
I like, she don't go agree.
You know, Gladys is right. We cannot give it to their demand for drive.
Then what do we do?
We'll work. We'll work hard. We'll raise the money.
That's so.
You know who we are.
Women of power.
Yes. And it's times like this that power must show.
Yes, so.
No, we cannot give in to their demand to
all.
break our resolve.
For where?
Or what? Go back to our vomit just to please them.
No.
They want tax, Abi. We'll pay. With our backs bent and our will strong. We will raise that money.
Yes.
You know something? Hakuna Matata.
Hey.
There's even no need to worry.
I do like you.
Please don't worry for the rest of your days. It's your problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata.
We are paid. Come on, see. If you see the wahala,
I do like you, madam.
Yes, we are here. There come on.
Hey. Please, what's going on here?
Who opened the door for you?
Oh, baby. See as you fine. Oh, but now you won't collect our job, Abby.
Collect your job.
Check this work where you do na woman work.
There come on, Shanko.
You don't see man work, make it they do. You do mechanic, you know be say agbo.
Shut up.
Give me shut up.
Hey. So you see, I studied mechanical engineering. So what I do here is what I love to do. So please, if you will excuse me.
Excuse you.
Oh no.
Shanko, this lady girl leave her gun on a normal day. Me and you, we suppose they come out. But today no be good day. Oh God, now your land levy use you can't collect.
For which year again?
For this year now.
We just pay now.
We just paid.
I went and personally paid it in your office.
Hey, office. Just our office.
Go hear me.
We will not get office. So we collect our own on the spot.
Go hear me.
I don't understand. Is it not SIRS?
Now state with us now. Now local government we build.
LIRS now. LIRS.
Now wow.
I don't understand.
So federal government. State government. Local government. Now it's Agbero too.
Okay, madam, see, if you get money to open business, you must get money to pay tax.
Oh, no.
Don't be all this one where they talk.
Okay.
I make I tell you, see, boys still there outside.
Okay. You know what? I don't have money now.
Eh?
I will come to your office.
And then I say we don't get office. Give us our money for here. We dey quick to verse.
We go buy this place.
If you invest, you come and see what happen. You the grace. If you invest, see what happen. When I open my shut for any like that. Take your time.
Bullet.
Some respect
for this.
Oh no.
Oh boy. I see the shots go now like Tini Beku power. Oh no.
You the grace.
Oh no.
Then block your brain for transformer.
Now you block am.
If you do any, I go see any. Oh yes. Like this.
Madam, if you like say you don't want to listen to us, Abi. If you like say you don't want to listen to us, Abi. Okay. See, we dey go now. If we come back, God help you, no pay us our money. You go see wetin go happen.
If I come back here, madam, what if you this one now? Madam, give me permission, make I summon guys, make they enter, take care of this thing there. What if you this one?
How many people do we want to fight? How many people do want to fight? What kind of thing is this? I thought this land was going to help me grow. Oh, okay, so it's true what they say. There's nothing easy in Easyland.
Madam. Are you ladies not working today?
To what end? Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon.
I'm just tired. I'm doing my best for myself and the people that are here with me. And it's as if the world is working against me.
Relax. Okay, tell me what's happening.
They keep taxing us. Different people walk into this office every day for the same thing. Come to think about it, we even have a deadline to pay the next tax by tomorrow. How do we do it?
Have you been able to raise the money?
I have raised the money. But that is the dilemma. I have to now go to the tax office, enter one office to another office, file one document, go to the bank, pay, come back. Before you know it, deadline. Next thing you know, penalty.
Why do you even need to go to the tax office? You don't need all of that.
I don't?
Yes.
How?
That is the magic of online tax payment. Yes. With that, you cut away all the administrative bottlenecks, all the unnecessary paperwork. You don't need that. Right here in the comfort of your workshop, you can get all of that done.
Please, can you show me?
Okay. Let me show you. Okay, this is the interface. You can see everything is self-explanatory. This is something you can do at the salon, in traffic, on the go. So you see?
You mean I can pay now?
Right now. The world is not quite against you, my friend.
Oh my God.
Relax.
Oh my God, thank you, madam.
You're welcome. Okay, like I said, the car is here for servicing.
Oh,
so
yes.
hook a girl up.
We'll take care of that. Thank
Hook
you
a girl
so much.
up. Thank you.
Amina, oh.
I know get POS, me a walk. Container done land.
Holland to go.
Container done land.
Holland to go.
Container done land.
Holland to go.
That man, hello, say something. Don't you know this is a restricted zone? What's your problem?
Officer, calm down. My name is Mazi Omaroma, and I just got a letter. That's my container. Don't land.
If you land in Ko, it's only your container that land here, Abi. We have thousands of containers that land here in our ports every day.
Officer, we are not quarreling, no. Don't you understand that this is my first time in importation business? Don't know how excited I am when I heard from my shippers that my container is already on the high sea.
Hello, happy birthday. Do you have a pass?
Is it not a pass? The nigga pass here.
Your pass is correct too.
I don't
know. Correct, sir. Oh, yeah, take your pass. But hey, anything for the boys, like Merry Christmas, you know.
There is always something for the poor masses.
Me, I'm a poor man, so. Hello. Okay, you do me well. Hey, so you know your way, sir. Oh, yeah, let me direct you. You go straight now.
Okay.
Go corner left.
Okay.
Ask anybody for Lion BD.
Lion BD.
Hello.
No problem.
Off you go.
Thank you, officer.
Hey, sorry. What exactly do you want to clear? Go.
Motor, so cars. 15 articulated cars.
What? You have met your savior. My Oga, he go clear am for you sharp. Me and my Oga na 5 and 6. So anything when I tell my Oga, he go be. Hello, if you cooperate well, I go help you.
No, I will cooperate. Thank you, officer.
You say 15 cars, Abi?
Yes, 15.
Clearing expensive cars can be very expensive. Let's say for that your 15 cars now, you are meant to pay 1 million.
1 million.
Guess what? My Oga go make you go pay 300,000.
Faster business.
I tell you. Well, how you go do now, eh?
Yeah.
You go just put 100,000 naira for my pocket here now.
Okay.
You go come put another 200,000 for Empirical.
Okay.
We are go carry go give my Oga. I go say, Oga, oh, this man here, now my brother, help him. You know? So he go survive. You go survive. Me, I go survive. Everybody go survive.
let us go.
So you understand?
I understand the
no,
perfectly.
I like Igbo. Now the smart way.
Let us go.
Oh, yeah, go, move, go.
Takes me and my family to Dubai.
Johnson!
I'll call you. Kenya.
Yes.
You see, anytime I see you, I always smile. I don't know why.
Even me, God don't know why. Hey, Maga, this man here is my brother.
All right.
Hey, he just started importation business.
Oh.
And the container just land.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
What's your name?
My name is Mazi Oparova.
Yes.
Mazi. You see, I'm very happy when people go into businesses like this.
Yes, sure.
Mazi, I'm here for you.
Thank you.
He's here for you.
Thank you.
We are here for you.
Thank you.
We procure. You get it?
We procure. I don't get it.
No worry, you can get it.
Yes, all right. Have you paid the landing cost?
Oh, yes, I have paid the landing cost. It is 5% of 150 million.
Okay. The payment for the landing cost is 5% of 300 million.
No. We are talking money here. No. Look at it now. My paper says that the landing cost is 5% of 150 million.
Is this not articulated cars?
Ma'am.
15 of them? My friend, it seems like your goods are undervalued. You see, just last week, someone came in here with the same number of cars, same design, same everything. My friend, the landing cost is 300 million.
Hey! Importation. Oga, what are we going to do now?
Very good. Now you're going to make a fresh payment of 5% of 300 million.
5% of 300 million?
Yes.
Why? Why should I pay 5% of 300 million when I have already paid 5% of 150 million? I don't get it.
Oh, you don't get it? Come and collect my uniform then. Come into my office. You think you're better than me?
Sorry, make I follow on. Mazi, come,
You know my work more than
make I
I
see you now. Mazi, show this ID. I say if you reach there, make I talk for you. You don't go there now, you don't make Oga face. Eh? What you go do now?
I don't know what to do.
Now because I like you, see now. I go say make you just give Oga 1 million naira for account.
1 million?
This thing now make it help you sharp. Oh, you go work sharp. Just give her 1 million, you go work.
Hi, I don't have that kind of money.
I be sure you go back to
Charlie, do come here now. You are talking cars here. Calm down.
Sure you go cooperate.
I will give him.
Give him 1 million. You know, life is not that hard though. And I know say you both get money.
Any kind of people,
Sorry.
you know.
Sorry, sir.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Open your
account.
Put it.
Oh, but go now. It has entered.
You have seen that.
Now that
I've seen it.
Now that we have this out of the way, can we go and begin the clearance? Because my shippers told me I must clear within 3 days. 3 days.
Oh, madam,
He doesn't know.
Child don't know medicine, call and vegetable.
What is the matter now?
It takes more than a week before your goods will move from the ship to the stacking.
And
You
after
understand?
that, physical examination. You know your goods were classified red?
No, lead. No, my goods are classified clean. Clean.
What's wrong with this man? Oh, you have seen, you have make Oga fancy now. Come, make I follow
This
you.
your Oga that is always investing.
See, Oga, pay this money now. The more your goods stay there, the more it attracts more demurrage.
I don't have that money
again
now.
Pay the money. See, the more you delay, many other agencies are coming to examine this year. Before you know, Boy Scouts.
But it is just cars. It's cars.
Whoa, just pay for express. Quick.
So you want me to pay another bribe?
No,
Yeah?
it's not bribe, Joe.
What is it called?
Facilitation money.
Fast again,
Facilitation money.
Hey, importation and exportation has finished me.
You are not ready.
They asked me to come into business, that they will provide an enabling environment for me. But this one is hitting me hard. I am already bankrupted even before I start from the same system that urged me to start. How will I? 5% of 300 million, 1 million, 5 million, money going.
Okay.
What is all this?
Okay. Yes, I'm in the office.
Yes, okay.
Again, it seems like the other agencies are here.
They are coming.
So, do you want to pay for it so we can do joint scheduling? Or do you want to follow the normal protocol?
And what is this normal protocol?
Sorry, make I go my duty post.
No, you are a part of this conversation. Please. What is the normal protocol? The one that suppresses businesses and puts more money in your pocket, isn't it?
No, excuse me, madam, you got it all wrong. You see, I'm trying to make sure that this man doesn't smuggle drugs or arms into this country. You know, he looks like an armed robber.
I see.
Yes.
I need to remind you that the new executive order states that advanced cargo manifests must be issued and submitted within 7 days before the arrival of any vessels to the seaport. Can you tell me why?
Hey, Kenya, tell her why.
Okay, make I go my duty post.
Can you tell me why?
You see, to promote risk management, profiling, cargo placement for examination, and to eliminate inefficiency and delay at the port, you know.
Yes. I see. You know this.
Very good.
Did you receive this manifest?
Do you receive the manifest?
It's a simple yes or no.
Yes.
So it means you know that his cargo contains no hard drugs or arms of any sort and should have been classified green. Yet you and your boys marked it red, isn't it? It also states that joint physical examination must be scheduled by the Customs Service and other agencies, right? That's why it is joint. Yet you insisted that all examining officers inspect one after the other. Is it not just to stall, waste more time, extort more money? Have you not extorted enough?
No, we are.
You haven't extorted enough.
Yes, sorry, ma'am.
It's not about sorry. If a more friendly business environment has to be entrenched, then the Customs Service has a pivotal role to play.
Yes.
For these reforms to be effective, they have to be upheld with integrity and sincerity of purpose. Yes. And you, Mazi, if there is nobody to give a bribe, there will be nobody to accept.
That's what I've been telling you.
For these reforms to work, it begins with us.
Sasa.
Good morning, sir. Well done, sir.
Thank you, madam, for this intervention.
Yes, sir.
I can assure you that these rogue officers will not go scot-free.
Thank you.
Can you start by classifying his goods green? Immediately.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Green. Thank you, madam.
Don't mention, sir.
No, my container.
All right.
It has landed.
Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon, madam. Welcome to Susan's farm.
Susan's farm. No vex, so, madam, I only see empty crates here.
Well, I used to have a plenty crates of ego piled up everywhere. But business has been tough. Yet we spend the money on power, tax, transport, this one, that one, The result is this empty crate that you see, but we have to survive.
We have to survive.
So I still come here and advertise my egg. But if I get a good customer like you,
Hey, madam.
I will go to my supplier, collect the quantity I want, and come and sell. How many you want?
Why don't you just get in large quantity from that supplier?
Madam, you think I don't want to? My dream is to have a very big agro shop where you can get a product of any animal in this world. But I even want to have a big farm very soon. But I have no money. And no bank will give me loan.
Why is that?
Madam, even a small child know that no bank will give you loan without collateral. Abi? I don't have any house in VI. or lad in my chama. In short, madam, this Easyland, it's not easy for some people like us.
Madam, I understand how you feel. I do. But Easyland is not difficult to live in. It's not.
I beg you, tell me something I don't know.
Okay. What you don't know is that now you can get a loan. Yes. With movable properties, you can fill them as collateral and not just fixed assets anymore. Not just fixed assets.
Wait. You mean to tell you, as you enter, you see one truck outside?
I saw it.
You mean that with that my truck as movable collateral, I can get loan for this my business?
Exactly. Trucks, vehicles, machineries, anything movable. And now, banks are not even hell-bent on conducting physical examination of your premises. As long as your business is registered, you can qualify for the loan you want.
Register. Register.
What is it, madam?
My business is not registered.
No. Madam, why? Why now?
Ask me now. Is it not one agent that I gave money 6 months ago?
6 months?
6 months now.
For ordinary business registration. Please, what are the stories he's been telling you?
Plenty tissue. First of all, you say, you got to put the name on the name search in the computer. And then you have to pay again and again and again. And finally, when the name now search in the computer, it was the very first name that I gave you from the Binikino.
Can you imagine?
Then again, you come again and say, that I have to wait that the registrar go on holiday and see waiting.
This person is scamming you.
And see waiting.
You don't even need a middleman, any agent or lawyer. You can do this by yourself.
Me?
No. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you.
Like how?
You see now, this is the website. All you have to do is now fill in your details.
My details.
You see? Is your phone internet enabled?
Online, offline. Yes.
That's it. So you see, follow these steps. Put in your details.
My details?
Yeah, your details. You see, this process of name search will only cost you or last you about 4 hours. Yes, just 4 hours. Yes.
Excuse me. Don't know.
Done.
This easy.
This easy.
Hey.
Exactly.
What about my registration certificate?
You will get a mail soon telling you if the name you have chosen is available or not. Once it's available, you continue with your payments.
Will I be able to get a loan for this my business?
You will qualify.
Yeah.
Your waist. Madam, your waist. Things are not as difficult as you may seem.
In short, madam, you are God-set. In short, you are angel.
Okay, I forgot to tell you. Apart from name search taking not more than 4 hours, you get your certificate in 2 days. 2 days.
My business certificate?
Yes. Madam, it's your right. It's your right to have an enabling business environment. It's one of the reforms government has put in place to make sure that, businesses like yours thrive and they grow. Yes.
Government? Of Easyland?
Yes. The only thing that you will do for me now is, I will be back in 2 months. Please keep my orobo eggs. 10 crates of them ready for me.
And a carton of frozen fish and chicken. See, I will put jara on top fishy for you.
Well done,
Hey, thank you. Hey. See Susan Farm, I can see Susan Farm flying international. Hey, God go bless this madam will come.
Okay. Sanu. Madam Sanu.
Mr. Agent. Long time no see.
Lay, madam.
What's happened?
The first thing I need is chicken and juice. Kai, because I'm busy with your registration. Your name refused to enter the machine. Like I pushed and I pushed and I pushed. But Kai, one of the letters was broken.
My name broke.
Kai will lie.
Hi.
Kai, they told me I even have to pay, which I did, pending that if I come here, they'll give me back my money.
True.
Kai, yes. When your name finally entered the machine, they printed your certificate. But lo and behold, your name is spilled on the paper. Kai.
My name's Fit on. Who go clean up?
Well, I don't know. They telling me that, Kai, Malik, you have to pay for another certificate. That is why I have come here, madam. I need a goodie. I need more money to pay for the certificate.
Again?
Madam, I know that this thing look like it have been delaying, but to tell you,
Yours is one of the fastest I have done this year. Kai.
For
And
6
if
months.
the goal I serve is one, your own should be done by the end of next year, January.
My own is the fastest for 6 months. Okay. Mr. Isaac, what though? You shot well done, you try.
Thank you.
But tell me congratulations.
Okay, well, madam, you have born twins again?
He passed twins. Tell me.
Congratulations.
You know why?
Why?
I just register my company. My certificate will come 2 days.
Madam, how?
Yeah, see.
Okay, madam, the eagle on the Nigerian flag is flying.
Flying.
Your name is not correct.
Open your eye. Shine your eye. See? What is that? You don't see? You don't see? Mr. Agent, you will not collect the money again. What about my certificate?
It's okay with you, madam. Because I've been watching you for 6 months. I've been doing me anyhow. Go.
You have been watching me for 6 months. You have been watching me for 6 months. Watching me for 6 months. Excuse me. These reforms are not for you. They are for the people. These hard-working men and women who believe so much in this country and want to invest in it. These same people will make these reforms work.
No longer shall we gratify your desires for life, even though you want to cut corners. We shall insist on the right thing to be done and serve you up that which makes you fat.
We shall intensify in our belief in this country and the reforms set by the government.
We shall not undermine them, but deepen our resolve to make them work.
We shall insist on the right thing to be done and keep at it, no matter what you throw at it. The new way will never give up for the old way. The old way will give up for the new way.
The old way shall give up for the new way.
Yes,
and government shall continue to educate the people and prosecute those of you who insist on being stumbling blocks. The floods of change are coming real fast. Listen to the sound. You all shall face the full wrath of the law. Including you, Mazi. Yes.
What, Makagene?
You gave a bribe. You are complicit.
No. I'm
Please.
just helping the poor masses.
It is the law.
Hey,
it is
Mazi,
the law.
Anna. Easy now. Don't. Easy. It is. Come on.
Wow. Thank you so much, madam. We have all been touched by you. Not once, not twice, but you have saved our businesses from these unnecessary strangleholds.
We move our businesses from one point to the other in record time, and all artificial blockades are gradually being removed.
Doing business in Easyland has become far easier.
Yes, so
now we can truly say that everything is easy in Easyland.
Yes.
So what should we call you? Tell us what we should call this person has made the ease of doing business for us.
They call me Pebec.
Pebec?
Yes. Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council. The one tasked with the unique responsibility of making sure that business works because everything works. And we shall continue to push this mandate. Yes, until we push for even more reforms in other sectors. Until we get to this future of our dreams. Oh, the future is here. Yes, it is no longer nestled in our dreams. No longer stuck in our minds. The future is here. It's not just riding on government reforms, but on our resolve as a people to make things work.
Yes.
Now the world is coming to Easyland. This land built by the strength of our hands, by the resolve of our collective will. One people, one nation, handmaids of God's creation. Brothers and sisters, It is rising. It is rising. Woo!
Here we stand as a people with one song and with one voice. We're a nation undivided and poised. We will take a stand and build our land in faith to defend what is ours. Here we are as a people with one heart and for one cause. We're determined to rebuild and restore. Where freedom reigns and the roots prevails, our land where there's hope for us all. Said our land where there's hope for you and I. We'll defend the land. We believe in this nation, and we know we'll get there. We'll defend the land. We believe in Nigeria and the promise she holds, and that one day we'll shine like the sun. We're a great nation. Though we are many people, different tribes, in different tongues, we're united in our strength and resolve to uphold the honor of our land and for generations to come, and for generations to come. We'll defend the land. We believe in this nation, and we know we'll get there. We'll defend the land. We believe in Nigeria and the promise she holds, and one day we'll shine like the sun. We're a great nation. If this country is to walk, it depends on you and me. I don't have any other country to go to. So we are the fair. So we believe in this nation, and we know we'll get there. We have with a friend our land. We believe in Nigeria and the promise she holds, and that one day we will shine like the sun from the north, south, east, and west. So the faith, so we believe is a nation, and we'll know we'll get there someday. Can somebody say, so the faith, so we believe in Nigeria and the promise she holds, and that one day we will shine like the sun. Every Nigerian hear this, Nigeria hear this. We're a great nation.
Kano, and that award-winning song, Timmy, will need you please to stand. We believe it's an anthem, it's a song, and tonight it brings us to the conclusion of this 5th anniversary celebration of Pebec at 5. Shall we all please rise now for the national anthem, Federal Republic of Nigeria, both verses, to be performed by Timmy Dakolo. Thank you.
Arise, O compatriots, Nigeria's call, obey, to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and mind, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity. And oh God of creation, direct noble cause and guide our leaders right. Help our youth the truth to know. In love and honesty to grow, in living just and truth. Great lofty heights are set to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign.
Where peace and justice shall reign. All hands raised up, please. We take a bow. Thank you. Your Excellency, a very distinguished guest, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Pebec and IBIS, Dr. Jumoke and the entire team, thank you. God bless you. Good night. Anti-classical. Ayo Ajayi, where are you? Everyone just hold hands and take a bow together. 1, 2, and there's your bow. Please. Are celebrating Mr. Ayo Ajayi. Congratulations. All right. Let's do this. 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 Somebody say Niger. Come on now.
Wise man said, follow the stars. Yeah, you shall find us. This a bad vibe. If you hit your enemies, enemies shine. If you're not a friend of me, enter the light. But you can never kill my vibe. Got here with no sacrifices. Everything was taken, still had to make it. Vibe killer, me I no go take shit. Vibe killer, bloody somebody time. Don't take my energy from your bad aura. When my pastor say I be my healer, everything I desire. I go receive my rhythm, flow like a river. If you get yawa, come on go and sit down. I go just para, come on my jigger. I go just follow my dream. I'm feeling vibes on vibes. I'm a ticking dynamite. I blow your candle lights. You know I'm just that type. No, nothing kill my vibe. You nothing kill my vibe. You nothing kill. You nothing kill. You nothing kill my vibe. I see you watching my stories. I see you gauging my lifestyle. I see you watching my movements. This bad every day. I know they look way up there.
Oh my God, look at that girl. The way she moving back, yo, I done lost. Wine poco, go down poco. Oh no no, say wine poco, go down poco. Wine poco, go down poco. Oh no no.
So Aramiti walona. Cause I don't the wait, oh, I don't the wait, see, so and I still the pray, oh, I still the pray, DJ oh, yeah. Oh my ego now for you, oh my ego for you, oh my rabba now for you, oh my rabba for you, oh me now for you, yeah.
I'ma get no be so. Girl, you won't capture my soul. I'ma get no be so. Make you one bolombo. Better, bye. I'm loose. Even better done the para. Tonight in Josie, I'm in Josie. Won't call if you want Josie. I'm not playing with you, I'm not joking. My thought of mom is loaded. Me, you can fuck, but I'm on body. I'm on duty, but I'm on low-key. They want do me, they want do me, they want do me. But they want when you won't want me, when you won't want me. I'm in San Francisco, Johnny. When you won't want me, when you won't want me.
Let you marry, bless you with body, oh baby. Star boy go, bless you with money, oh my girl. Let you marry, bless you with body, oh baby. Oh, star boy go, bless you with money, oh my girl. Yeah, suck up.
Look at me, baby. How is that? Come to my bedroom, cause I've had it for you. Are you okay? Are you okay? I want to use my money to scatter your brain for you. Permit me. Yeah, I love you. I want to use my to shift your womb. Oh, permit me. She say,
I'm all alive. If the point got to my head, say make I deny you. I go tell them, say lie. Don't be like I fit spend all of my money on you. Spend a couple million on you. Give you love until you say don't do. Yeah. feeling that I feel when I'm with you. Oh, the mommy, anytime where I do with you. I want your heart and soul and your body. Oh, collect, oh, wale, oh, one neck. Back am, body too correct. Oh, no, 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 every man don't forget. Money go before, oh, collect, oh, wale, oh, one neck. Back am, body too correct. Say she love me, and you love it. Sensima, why they for Benzema? Why you want $1?
Balaku Ivan, Balaku Kama, Balaku Ivan, Balaku Kama, hey, Balaku Ivan, Balaku Kama, Balaku Ivan, hey, Alugo, yeah, Papulu, yeah, Papulu, Nigo, yeah, Papulu, yeah, Papulu, Nigo, yeah, Papulu.
I'm a piano DJ Kano manga bago. I be good bad boy, no choice. Been in the game not long. She be now we sing a song. Extraordinary things I'm doing. But that's just what you want me again.
I'm killing them shot because I swear God the fight we're killing them back. Rah, we go to win them like that. Oh God, boy, make a no be a belly jack.